first got here, he was kind of feeling his way through it, but he's really bought in, specifically in the last year and a half or 2 years, and I feel like he's really helped the guys, been a good leader with the team, tends to communicate a lot of things that I communicate to the team. So he's done a great job, and it's impressive when guys get older in their careers and they want to learn new things. They want to be able to do different things. We're trying to figure out more ways to do those to him to maybe extend his career.
A lot of what you're asking him to do, though, may make somebody else look better. Not every guy might want to buy into that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had a good year last year. He had 6+ sacks or something like that, better than the year before. But I think that he's sometimes these guys realize when they start getting toward the end of their career that winning is pretty good, and a chance to do something special, I think, overrides the individual achievements.
Daniil Hunter's been getting a lot of run in the first team.
Who?
Daniil?
Yeah.
Is that going to be the status quo going forward?
He's pretty good. So, I mean, it's still a long ways away, but we're still a month away from the game. But he's going to play.
What about Tom Johnson in that mix of Vikings?
Also, same.
Like does a guy like Sharif Floyd's injury history play into how you might want to use him this season?
Yeah, he has had an injury history, but we're not. I mean, you're healthy, you go. So we're not. I mean, he's not on no pitch count. Any pitch count, I guess I should say.
Did your relationship, or does your relationship with Marvin, that make what's going to happen next week possible? You've been able to do that with another team.
It was definitely a big factor in it. Yeah. I'm not the most like the senator here. I'm not the glad hander and go out and shake hands with everybody. So if it wasn't with Marvin, I probably wouldn't have done it. We have a great relationship. We have for a long, long time, even before I started working for him. And I respect the things that he does. And I know that his team will represent them, and our team will represent us in the correct way.
First preseason game isn't really much for starters, so do you use Cincinnati, those joint practices, to get more work for the starters, or do you kind of dial it back for them as well?
Well, especially on Thursday, we're going to practice against them Thursday in shoulder pads, and that was the idea, is to get our guys that typically play throughout the season more work that day. Usually that day's basically walk through and you don't do much, so we're going to get some good situation stuff done with the good guys, and so it'll be fun.
So full pads, you might go more backups to get them experience ready for the first game, or just...
No, it'd be just like we're doing in practice. I mean, I don't know what his rotation will be for that practice, but ours will be just like we've been doing on Wednesday.
Do you think throughout the preseason you'll be rotating the safeties around more often to see who works well with them?
I want to get a good look at him. I don't know about rotating a lot, but I want to get a good look at him all year.
Mike, if you get into a second year with Michael Pruitt, do you get a better sense of the breadth of things he can do? It seems like he has a lot of different pieces he can get involved in.
Yeah, I think Michael has done a nice job. He looks improved to me, and he's, I think he's got a chance to be a good blocker. He's catching the ball good, running good routes. So, yeah, I think so.
What stood out to you about David Morgan? He looks like he's got it.
Stood out when we drafted him, or now?
Now that you've had to see him.
He's a football player. He has little subtleties in his game that help him to get open. He catches the ball good, especially in traffic, and he's been a solid, steady blocker. And that's kind of why we were attracted to him, because of his block. There he goes right there. Because of his blocking ability, I felt like it was important that we try to find some some more point of attack blockers.
Have you been surprised by his hands though, catching?
No, he caught the ball. He's caught the ball good. I'm a little surprised that he's as nifty as he is, in some of the condensed areas.
In yesterday's practice, there was one play where Harrison Smith kind of threw down Charles Johnson from behind. What were your thoughts when that happened?
It was a penalty.
Did you talk to Harrison afterwards or anything like that?
I didn't. I saw it on the tape. I didn't see it during the. That's a horse collar tackle, and you can't do it.
There's been some position battles that have been very fluid so far. With that game just a week away, when do you want to sit down with the coaching staff and start to cement that depth chart?
Sunday.
Sunday.
I'm gonna try, but it may not be solid at that point in time. But Sunday we're gonna have a long discussion about all those situations we're talking about and how we can try to start moving forward and see if it's the right combination of guys.
It's another Hall of Fame class. What are your thoughts specifically on Brett Favre and Tony Hill?
Well, I hated playing against Brett Favre because he was amazing. A lot of fun watching him. His enthusiasm for the game, great arm, great competitor. I had a chance to play him when I was in Dallas. We played him a lot in the playoffs. It seemed like every year they were down there playing us, but he was always a handful. And Coach Dungy, I hadn't really known. I got to know him a little bit last couple of years, but it took him a long time to be able to get to be a head coach, and then he took advantage of it. Had an unbelievable career and really a first-class man.
Last couple for Coach Zimmer.
About time, John. Bob would have done that a long time ago.
Captain was talking about like some of the.
I'm sure he was talking about it.
In fact, he was talking about trash talking.
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
wondering if coaches do you ever get trash talked on the sideline by a player coming by? Or anything?
Oh, yeah. One of the better ones, it wasn't really trash talk, but we're playing, I can't remember, I can't remember if I was probably in Dallas, and Mark Brunell was playing for the Redskins or something. It might have been on Thanksgiving, and he runs out of bounds. He says, "Hey, Mike, how you doing?" It's like, it's kind of weird. But there's been some other situations that have been a little more heated.
Players ever challenge you to run the same sort of blitz or anything? If they got knocked down on it?
I usually tell them something real quick.
Last one for Coach.
3 words.
Mike, what have you seen from Justin Traxall early in training camp?
JT has done a very nice job. He we're moving him around a little bit in the nickel. He's playing the run good. He's been solid with everything he does. He's really one of those guys that a couple years ago he wasn't going to make the team, and he was on the practice squad, and then same thing the next year, and then he gets his opportunity, he goes in and plays. And I think it's a good lesson for a lot of young guys that if you stick with it and you keep fighting and keep working. I know he was disappointed when we ended up releasing him and bringing him back in the practice squad, but if you keep working, you keep fighting, keep trying to do your best, keep staying in the right system, and listen to the coaches, good things end up happening for you. So but I've been impressed with Justin.